Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I am having an amazing day. Things might look a little bit different. So Mojang released a kind of beta version of the new textures, which I currently have applied. I'll put a link in the description if you want to try this out for yourself. But basically, I downloaded it, I renamed it, and I put it in my resource packs folder. So we have the new textures that they've been working on. And I think I like it. I think. It's hard to say. Like, a lot of the textures are very, very similar. Basically, the whole goal of this these texture updates was to add a more kind of consistent style to all the various textures and to kind of unify the style across the board. Because the thing is, over the years that Minecraft has been around, there's been a lot of different people who have done textures. Some were made by Notch, some were made by, I think Jeb did a bunch, I think Dinnerbone did some. Like, there was just a whole bunch of people who had worked on making the textures for the game, and as a result, some of the textures look very different from others, and it kind of breaks the cohesion, so to speak. Like, some things don't make sense. I mean, perfect example, if you want examples of it, look at Kingdoms, my single-player survival series. Like, there's a lot of textures there that I've changed and made for that texture pack, because I was like, this is kind of stupid, the way that they did. Was this? Okay, so skulls are a little wonky in the new texture pack. That's fine. But I mean, there's plenty of examples of things that I thought were a little weird or a little off about the textures that I changed. So they hired someone, a guy named Joppa, to make all these new textures and kind of unify the style, like, across the board. And the first kind of version of that texture pack of all those changes is out to kind of get it out to the community and get feedback and stuff like that. And there are some differences. Some of them are very subtle. Some of them are not so subtle. Like, the wood, the planks, for example, is now kind of a lot smoother and a lot more rounded. And most of the textures seem to be smoother, kind of have almost like a bevel to them. And I think I like it. It's so hard to say because I've been playing Minecraft now so much for so long that it's almost a little jarring to, like, go around and see some things that are just totally different. Like, if we go into the Nether, for example, like, look at our tunnels. These trapdoors are different. The glowstone is different. I think I definitely like the new glowstone texture better than the old one. This I could actually see myself using as, like, lamps by itself. The other one I felt like it had to be covered up because I didn't like the texture at all. I think some of these textures I really like. Some of them I'm kind of indifferent towards, and some of them I'm like, maybe that one should be tweaked a little bit. I think I have kind of mixed feelings about it. I think overall, it's a good thing, and I think it's going to grow on me as time goes on. But there's certainly some stuff that's a little jarring the first time you see it. Like, look at Netherrack. When I saw this for the first time, I was like, wow, that's different. Then you have the same here, like rose bushes. That looks very different. Hoppers, I think I do definitely like the new hopper texture. I mean, just everything's been changed and tweaked just a little bit. Some things more than others, like the new red nether brick. Actually, I think it kind of makes this look bad. With the new nether brick, the new red nether brick texture. It looks very bricky now, whereas before it was a little bit more spotted and this looked more like demonic. But I don't know, like, overall, it's pretty cool. I think it's a good thing overall. And I think it's going to grow on me kind of as time goes on. I think I'll like it more and more as I kind of get used to it. But yeah, I don't know. So what I want to do in today's episode is I kind of just want to, like, look around and explore with the new textures and see if we can figure out, like, what's different and what's changed and what I like and what I don't like and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of look around a few different areas, look at some things and explore a little bit. We're going to visit some people's bases and stuff like that, and just kind of see what we think. Herper. You know what? I think I like the new purple texture. Well, I like it better than the old one. It's less like vibrant purple. It's less saturated than the old one. Like, if we switch this off, look. What? Excuse me? Is it the same? Did they not change the purple texture? Maybe it's just my imagination. Now that I've got the textures changed, I look at it and I go, oh no, it's changed a little bit, but not much. I guess the color's about the same. Maybe it just looks more, maybe it just doesn't look as out of place compared to everything else. I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna look at some textures where I'm like, wow, this is totally different. They've changed the color palette, they've changed the color hue of it completely, and then it won't even be like something that was changed. So granite still looks pretty bad. I will say that. Granite still looks bad. This is still not a block that I would build with. Purple, I still would not. I just can't see myself using this. I can't think of a whole lot of things that would really go with. The new obsidian kind of looks like purplish coal, which I'm not a huge fan of. I know Joe's online right now, so we should probably go and just kind of take a peek around. Yeah, diorite still looks terrible. Yeah, diorite still looks really bad, actually. So that's another one that still looks like bird poop. Oh, this comes out in the community area. Huh, interesting. I think I do like the new wood texture. Is this dark oak right here? Yeah, dark oak is a little bit lighter, I think, than it used to be. Just a little bit, not a lot. I actually prefer it more. I actually prefer it to be a little bit darker than it is before. Podzol, I actually kind of like the new Podzol texture. That's not bad. That definitely has a little bit more use for our building, I think. Looks a little bit more muddy. Yeah, I definitely like the new Podzol texture. And then, is that andesite? That is andesite. I really don't think I'm a fan of the new andesite texture. Yeah, I don't like it. Not the new one. The polished is fine. I like the polished one just fine. But the new andesite texture, I'm not, I can't, yeah. I don't, it doesn't blend as well with regular stone. And I use it all the time to blend with stone. So that's going to be different. Glowstone lamps now match the same color as glowstone, and I think it's more of like a yellowish. It's more like yellow orange than it was like yellow, like a mustard yellow. I think that's good. I think that's a much nicer, warmer, kind of inviting texture. The new wood, I can get used to it. I don't think I dislike. I think the wood, the new log textures is kind of something where I'm like, that's one of those ones where I'm indifferent. I neither like nor dislike it compared to the old one. I think it's fine. I don't have a problem with this texture at all. It'll totally work. I think I do like the new, this part of the wood, whatever you would call that. The inside of the logs, I guess. I don't know. A lot of the changes are so subtle. I love the new ferns and the grass and the leaves. I like that a lot. I really like that change. I think that's a great change. And actually, are these ferns? I think those are ferns. I think these are the little short ferns, and then these are the bigger ferns. But yeah, I definitely like the new leaf textures, for sure. I'm just kind of looking around here. There's so much to see. And so many things that have been changed. Like, I don't know. It's hard to kind of make a judgment as to, like, I don't know. I'm still kind of in a state of, like, I don't want to say shock, but I'm still definitely getting used to it. I'm still trying to look at it and go like, and get over the whole, point where you're like, wow, this is totally different. But I think I like it. I think I do like the new glass pane texture. We saw it earlier, like towards the beginning of the video. Just the regular glass panes, the non-stained ones. Spruce leaves look fine. Yeah, I mean, I could get used to this. I think overall it's a positive thing. And I'm sure there's going to be some of you out there who hate the new textures and don't want and like never want to see them again and think they're horrible, and that's fine. Everyone's certainly welcome to have their own opinions on it. I try to keep like I'm trying to like give it a chance. I'm not the type of person to like see something and make a snap judgment instantly. The new gravel texture, for example, it's okay. I think it'll grow on me. I think the new gravel texture will grow on me as time goes on, but that's another one where I'm looking at it and I'm going like, wow, that's very different. The cactus, I wish they had made it a little bit more olive and not that like bright, this kind of brightish green. Here though, we've got the glass pane textures I was talking about before. I definitely like those. I think that's a good thing. What we should do, let's go actually take a peek at Tango's base, since it's like right over here, and he has honestly one of the coolest bases on the entire server. Like, it looks amazing. Oh, and his Elsa, his Frozen prank from the Vex is still here. I didn't know that he had left this up. New ice. New ice texture actually blends really well with the packed ice, except the packed ice is transparent. Those used to be very different from each other. Like, the packed ice was very, like a lighter color. Here they look, like, when you're standing back here, you almost can't tell at a glance which one's ice and which one's packed ice. Interesting. Ooh, I think I like the new quartz as well. Yeah, I definitely like the new quartz. The lines are a lot less subtle, and it's more of like it's more of kind of a soft white rather than like a bright white. I like that. I do like the new quartz for sure. And the end rods, they fixed the end rods. There is no purple anymore. That makes me so happy. I always hated the purple on the end rods, to the point where in my texture pack for Kingdoms, I did basically that. I took the base and I made it gray, although this is more of a pixeled gray, but I think that's a great change. What else do we have here? This looks very different for sure. The bricks look more bricky. Is that a word? It is now. The bricks look more bricky. We're gonna go with that. I don't know, Tango's base doesn't look that different. Like, once you get past the bricks anyway. I mean, it looks really good though. This base is amazing. Honestly, this is one of the best bases on the server for sure. It's just so cool. I love this. I honestly, Tango did, like, he upped his game for season 5. This is one of the coolest bases I have ever seen, like, in Minecraft. It looks so good. I'm really a huge fan of it. We should probably head over. How does the new cake look? Did they? I don't think they changed any of the terracotta. Yeah, they didn't change any of the glazed terracotta textures. The wool. Okay, there are nasty things that want to kill me. Let's swing over and kind of look at the castle a little bit. I should probably sleep as well. Let's just swing in. Ooh, server, please. A little bit of a FPS drop there. I'm surprisingly, I'm only getting, like, I don't know if it's the new textures. I wouldn't think it would be the new textures, but I'm getting frame rate drops. Like, whenever I come over to this area of my castle, now I'm back up to like 150 frames or so, but for a second there, I was down at like 40, which, I mean, for my computer is horrendously bad considering it's like vanilla Minecraft. Might have just been the fact that I was flying in and chunks were being loaded. I don't know. Either way, I think this all looks fine. The walls and everything. I think this might actually look better. Yeah, I think this might actually look a little bit better. It's really hard to say. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. I see you up there. This looks worse, I think, with the stone brick and the regular stone. The stone brick, I think, pops out a little bit too much there. Let's pop inside. The birch, oof. I think the new birch is an improvement on the old birch, but I think the old birch looks pretty bad, so that's not, like, it doesn't set the bar very high, in my opinion. The new enchanting table, I think the bottom looks a little bit too busy because it's got the new obsidian texture. Everything else in here looks looks fine though. Like, I'm good with this. This is all okay. Let's pop over to Exuma's base, just because Exuma has such a variety of different, like, blocks and areas and stuff. Also, a lot of the item sprites have been changed. So, like, let's actually pop into our storage room for a second, since I have everything down there labeled with item frames that have items in them. That was kind of one of the most shocking things for me. One of the things that, like, caught me, took me the most by surprise, was popping down there and seeing that. I was like, holy cow, this is very different. A lot of the item sprites have been changed. So, like, if we pop in here, that is glowstone? Yeah, that's glowstone. Some of them I barely even recognize, but glowstone, I think these all look good. I'm happy with all these changes. The glowstone is going to take some getting used to. But then in here, these are all the saplings. I guess that's oak sapling and this is dark oak. Yeah. Whoa, birch saplings look... Ooh. I don't know if I like the new birch sapling. I used to use it for, like, a hosta. And it can't really be used for that anymore. Flowers. Tall flowers. Seeds look basically unchanged. I think seeds are unchanged, actually. All sorts of stuff there. Also, you are supposed to go in here. Is that soul sand? Yeah, that's soul sand. Ooh. I don't know if I like that texture better. I think that's another one I'm kind of on the fence about. Hard to say. But these are all a little bit different. Bricks. Actually, that is a definite improvement. I definitely like the new brick texture better than the old one, for sure. It's less saturated. That'll make it a lot easier to build with. Oh, the new glass blocks they now match the panes. Okay, that's fine. Look at salmon. That's very different than what it was. Fish look about the same, maybe a little bit changed. This threw me off though. Look at carrots and potatoes. These are potatoes now. They look like peanuts. They look like the unshelled peanuts that you would get at like a farmer's market or something. Eggs are different. Bread is different. All this stuff has been changed as well. Golden apples. Look at that. That's a very different texture. Potions are more like rounded now. Look at iron and gold and diamonds. Diamonds are very different as well. I mean, this has all been... Whoa. That's weird. Okay, so some of the things a little glitchy. I think this is nether quartz. Yeah, nether quartz looks really different as well. I mean, everything is just so changed. Woo, shulker shells. That looks a little bit too, yeah, I don't know. So many things are different. Like, it's going to be interesting to see how it kind of evolves and updates. Because, I mean, as I said towards the beginning of the video, like, the reason they're putting out this as a texture pack right now is so they can get community feedback. So it's going to be interesting to see kind of how the community wants it to be changed. I'm sure there will be some people who absolutely love all the new textures. I'm sure there will be some people who absolutely hate all the new textures. And I'm sure there will be some people who are like, well, you know what, I'm going to play Minecraft either way, whatever. But I think it's going to be interesting to see like what kind of feedback they get as far as like updating certain textures in certain ways and things like that. It should be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing kind of how it evolves over time. I don't know how to get to Exuma's base from here, so I'm gonna go down. We'll go down this way. And we can kind of take a little bit of a look at some of these nether textures as well. Like, that threw me for a loop. This netherrack, the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, that's different. I think I actually like it. I like the new netherrack texture, I think, better than the old one, for sure. But it's interesting to see these changes. Like, I don't know. Some of it's going to grow on me. Some of it I think I just won't like no matter what. But overall, I think it's an improvement. Overall, when you look at the texture pack as a whole, I think the majority of textures are either just as good as they used to be or better. I think there are a couple where it's actually worse, but not very many. This is false. X is up here. Okay. Let's just swing up there real quick and see. X? How? Apparently you can't get to X's base that way anymore. Okay. Do I have my elytra on? I do. Okay, I can fly. That's a thing. Oh, here actually the soul sand doesn't look too bad. It looks very soul-y though. Like, you can really kind of see the faces in it. Okay, X, can I get to your base here? Is this a thing that can be done? Is it even possible? I mean, there's lava. There's lava everywhere. I don't know. I don't know how to get to his base anymore. I was just there a couple days ago. He must have done some work on tunnels and stuff. But it looks like I can't get there from here. Maybe you go up? I bet you go up the ladder. Ladders look a little bit different as well. I think I like the ladders, the new ladder texture. I mean, it matches the planks now, which is, it makes sense. Previously, it didn't. Previously, the ladder was a different hue than the planks, and it was kind of funky. I think the new stone looks good. It's a little bit smoother. And this is all false stuff, I think. Huh. I don't know. I really want to... Let's actually pop into False's place. Let's just take a peek around. Oh. Hello, False. False, how you get down? Aha! Hi! I just want to kind of peek around and see. She has a very kind of vibrant, colorful base as well. Oh, Prismarine is different. Man, this place looks beautiful. False been doing some work. Yeah, the new brick texture looks so much better. It really does. And actually the new quartz pillars, I think I like those too. There's just so much stuff here. Like, we could basically run around and look at textures for, 7 episodes before we saw everything there is to see. But I just wanted to kind of take a peek around and look at some of the things and get a feel for it. Now, I have it on good authority that Python has left me an order in my build shop. So I actually want to head over there and kind of, see what he's up to, see what he wants. Let me go and check on Python's build order. And, maybe that'll give us something to do next episode. All right, guys, welcome back. I'm here in the build shop with Python. Hello, Python.
Hello. Hello, hello.
And you have left me an order.
I certainly have, sir.
So, the order says, "Hi, Weld. It would be awesome if you'd be able to revamp the ugly cobble box of a skeleton spawner that I currently have sitting in my base. Prices as per your requirements. Have fun with the added challenge of making sure the inside of the build is super dark so all the mobs can still spawn. Sincerely, Python."
Yeah. So, ugly box. Don't really like it there. It doesn't fit in with anything, and it's been sat there for like 20 or 30 episodes.
20 or 30 episodes of an ugly cobblestone box? Python, I expected better of you.
I know, man. I know. It's just... Why
don't we head over there, and we'll take a look and see what we're working with here.
Yeah, you might want to prepare your eyes, because they may burn out or something.
Oh, dear. All right. Lead the way, man. I don't remember how to get to your base, if I'm being entirely honest.
Oh, that's if I don't die trying to get out of here. There we go.
I'm right behind
There
you.
we go. Okie doke. I am the Pied Piper.
The Pied
I
Piper.
always wanted to be. Right, so my base is pretty much directly north of here. So if we head up here, if I can fly, there we go. Slightly.
Ah!
Got a frog hop everywhere. Oh, I can't fly at the moment.
Did you make
Brilliant.
it? Oh, I see you. I'll circle. I'll circle the wagons.
Oh, goodness. It's turned into a game of let's see how long it takes Python to fly. Let's get it. Come on. There we go. Beautiful.
There we go. I'm right behind you.
Wait. What the heck has happened to these trees? They've all been stripped naked.
I don't know.
That's weird considering there's no fire tick. I think someone has been stripping them. That's disgusting.
That's horrible. They have no decency.
I'll tell you something. So gross. Right, anyways, here we go. So if you come out to your right-hand side. Yeah.
Ooh, this looks much nicer than last time I was here.
Yeah, man, the roof has finally been worked on.
Yeah.
Took a fair while, but I think it's been worth it.
It looks lovely. And you've
The
actually
thing
got...
that doesn't look lovely is this.
I don't know. I think it's beautiful. You know, it really accentuates the colors around it.
Well, that's true. It certainly does that.
You know, it's like what's the art style? Minimalist? Is that maybe it?
Minimalist.
Or maybe
Yeah,
maybe it's like expressionist. I don't know. I'm not very good when it comes to like differentiating different styles of art, but you know, I think like you could sell this in a art museum for thousands of dollars. Someone would buy it.
Modern art box.
Yeah.
Sell for $1 million. There you go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just need to give it a title, like give it something catchy, like reflection on aging.
Reflection on aging. I like that.
Yep, there you go. And then some poor sucker will buy it for like $10 million. You'll be rich.
That'd be fantastic. Oh, man.
Yeah, we can work with this. So what side is the front? Is there, well, I should ask, is there a front?
There isn't a front as such, no, but we could certainly make one. I mean, I've got this little sort of pathway leading up to it, I guess. It's like a tiny bit of a grassway path.
It's right here. And you said you had told me that you were considering making it like a skull.
Yeah, whether that be a Minecraft skull or a realistic skull, either way would be really nice. It's just the challenge of making it really dark inside, but still making it look nice on the exterior.
Yeah, that's actually probably not too bad. You could just use like a background block.
Ooh,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
do like if you're doing like the eyes and mouth, you put like black concrete behind the eyes and mouth, and then make the front of it white or whatever. So that making it dark inside actually won't be too hard.
Okay, no.
This little bit over here, this water stream,
Yeah.
is that part of the farm?
It can be. It can either be left there, or if we think that it needs to be changed, then by all means.
Like, does this? Because I mean, if we make this a skull and we leave that water stream there, then what we're gonna have is, you know, a skull with like a tube sticking out of its head. So, what I wonder, like, is this part of the farm that needs to be preserved, or? Yeah, I can see the skeletons coming out. So this basically does have to stay in some form.
In some way, shape, or form. I mean, at a stretch, I could make the skeletons go under and then sort of swim up.
Well, I don't think that's necessary. I mean, actually, it could be kind of amusing to do a tube sticking out of the side of the skeleton's head.
Experiments!
Yeah, like, have you ever seen those hats where it's like a helmet and there's like beer cans in them?
And they've got like the straws out
like the swirly straws or whatever. You know, I could totally see.
That'd be brilliant.
That would be hilarious. I don't know what you call them, but like we have a lot of people wear them to like football games here in the United States.
Yeah, drinky hats.
Yeah, drinky hats. There you go. I'm sure that's the technical term.
I have no idea.
I have no idea either. But yeah, I'll figure something out. We can we can get something going. Make some sort of a skull. I'll probably have to disable the farm for a little while I'm working on it, obviously, but
by all means,
that shouldn't be too big of a deal. And actually, this farm, you're using water streams, 1.14 is going to wreck this farm.
Yes, I was thinking that. I'm going to have to come up with something different. I mean, currently he's using the mob softener technique, so lava blade brings him down to one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something to consider.
Yeah, I mean, 1.14 is also a long ways away, so, you know, like, you know, put it off till tomorrow, procrastinate a little bit, you know.
Make the most of it now.
Yeah. But yeah, we can, I'll figure something out. We can get something done here.
Okay.
Skull or,
certainly sounds good.
Or I could probably just make it into some sort of a building that would match the same, like, general theme and style over here if you'd prefer that. I mean.
Yeah, either or, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the creative direction is yours.
Okay. Well, sounds good. I'll get to work and, I'll let you know when it's all done.
Beautiful. Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. All right, guys, I am back. Sounds like I have some planning to do so we can get Python's order all up and good to go, get that all finished up for him. And, you know, honestly, with the build shop, business is booming. This is the third order we've had in like 2 or 3 weeks. That's pretty awesome. Sounds like people are getting their use out of the build shop, and I'm always happy to assist in any way I can. But yeah, I definitely have some planning and things like that to do. I got to come up with a plan, come up with a design, build it, and all that kind of stuff. So I think we'll tackle most of that in the next episode, because guys, I am out of time for this one. So my friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check those out as well. Share your thoughts in the comments on the new textures. Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you not care either way? Should I keep using this new resource pack that Mojang has put out and continue to update it as they do? Or should I stick with the vanilla textures that are currently in the game? Why is there a diorite block here? No, go away. And I'm just going to let you despawn. You can be destroyed. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.